Started with the drawer, just conventional construction. The back is rabbeted into the sides, and the front is attached with drilled-in dowels. The drawer rides on kitchen drawer slides, inexpensive drawer slides. And if you keep everything square, they'll work just fine. I finished the drawer by adding a piece of 1/4-inch plywood to the front edge with a little bit of nicer grain and a Purple Heart faced pull handle. You might have noticed that the glide sticks out past the end of the drawer. To give the drawer a little bit more open space, but slightly longer glides than necessary, and made holes in the back panel for it to stick through. Maybe this is something you might or might not like very much, but I think the advantage of having the drawer open a little bit further is worthwhile. Here are the tip-out bin side pieces. And we've glued in place the floor pieces, corner blocks, and a couple of side stiffener pieces. Leave room between the front corner blocks, back corner blocks, and the floor. Tip-out door hinge is a piece of 5/8 dowel and half of a piece of PVC tube that I split on the bandsaw. The dowel was 5/8. I've flattened one side down to so it's a height of 9/16. Or in metric, it's a 16 millimeter dowel and down to 14.3 millimeters. What I need to do is saw or drill in the floor support boards of the tip-out bin a hole to form a notch to ride on the PVC tube. Okay, I'm going to use a 7/8 inch Forstner bit. I've glued and clamped the front piece to one side. I've installed the tip-out bin back and floor using staples into the corner block. I'm getting ready to install the other side, which I'll glue in place. I'll glue the front panel in place. I don't have any nails showing. And then I'll install staples into the corner block and the base plate. In addition to the stiffeners on the side at the top, we'll need a couple of stiffeners front and back near the top edge of the plywood. To the underside of the tip-out bin, I've added stiffener blocks at the back of the bin and at the front. And in addition, I've taken a half PVC tube and attached it here with countersunk flathead screws. And on the floor of the cabinet, the 5/8 dowel, I've just attached it with some finishing nails. And then also I put in a door stop here, which serves also to hold the tip-out bin against the right wall of the cabinet. And I attached a pull handle to match the one on the drawer. An arm and a pedal we'll finish off the tip-out bin. For the door, I glued stiffener pieces to the back side of it. Reinforce the corners of the door. I'm just going to drill in dowels. On my dowel, I'll carve some flutes. Drop some glue into the hole. And one down, 3 to go. Installing the door hinges, I'm going to cut the mortises for the hinges double depth in the door and have no mortise for the hinges in the cabinet sidewall. It's a little easier to do that way. So, to locate the hinge, one hinge width up from the bottom. And one hinge width down from the top. And I'm going to take this over to the router and freehand route the mortise for the hinge this depth, approximately 3/16 of an inch. I've established the depth of the mortise with the router, and now I need to just spend a few minutes with chisel and mallet. I attached the door to the cabinet, to the inside of the left cabinet wall with the hinges. And I've rigged up this spring closer, which also serves to hold the door open. It uses a tension spring on the end of this question mark shaped wire, which I attached to a round head screw on the inside of the door stiffener, and a tension spring on the inside.